Well, hello there, and welcome to the Mind of a Model. I am LaTonia Robinson, and I will be your tour guide for today. And one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about is, as a model, I go and I get booked for jobs, and there's one thing in particular that I always get asked: how do you get started? What do you do? And I figure, well, why not share some of my knowledge of the journey that I've traveled with you? So first things first, Model 101, you need to have a model bag. This is important. This is your essentials. These are things that you carry with you. You can't go back home. You can't go back to the hotel. You need to have these things with you. And today's session is going to be about teaching you what to bring with you. So when you're probably asking yourself, what exactly is a model bag? What store do I go to go pick it up? What does it look like? Is there anything special that I need to know? It's basically the bag that you feel most comfortable walking around with, the bag that you're going to lug all your stuff with from gig to gig. So for me personally, I like to use the overhead bag that, when you're traveling on the plane, because it has wheels and it makes it very easy to travel because it has wheels. Other models choose to use this soft type that you could just put over your shoulder. It doesn't really work for me. I'm a big girl. I got big shoes. I need a lot more space. So I suggest using the one with the wheels. But again, it's the one that works best for you. Check out these samples. Shoes are very important when you have your model bag. Like I said, I have very large feet. I wear a size 12, no shame in my game. But you have to have at least 2 pairs of shoes to start. You want to make sure that you have a nude shoe, and you want to make sure that you have a black shoe. Those are your go-to essentials, nude and black. You want to make sure that they're at least a 3-inch heel. Wedges don't count. You need a pump. So make sure you can at least walk in those heels, and they're at least 3 inches to maybe 5 pushing it, but 3, you're always safe. Nude, black, and also if you can, fit it in your bag. You want a gold pump, you want a silver pump, and you want to maybe possibly have a white or a color. You never know what might be needed on set. Okay, so let me tell you some of the things that you need to have in your bag. I'm a plus size girl, I'm a plus size model, and one of the things that I have to have is shapewear. And it's very important that you carry this with you. Do not depend on anybody to lend you their shapewear or to provide it to you. You need to come what works best for your body type. So if that's Spanx, if that's Maidenform, figure out the brand that works for you, and you want to bring a beige, and you want to bring, well, not really beige, nude, whatever works best for your nude type. So you want nude and you want black. You want to make sure that you have a cami. You want to make sure that you have a bodysuit. You want to make sure that you have shorts, and you want to make sure that you have at least a full brief, and you want to make sure that they work and they, hold you correctly and you feel comfortable, and that you're not going to pass out because it's too tight and you're trying to suck all of this in. You don't want to do that. That's not cute. Another thing that you're going to need is an adjustable bra. This is a bra that is considered strapless. There are no straps. The straps that you want to have are adjustable, so you can crisscross them, you can do a halter top, you can do one shoulder. The clear straps are okay. Sometimes they don't look right on camera, so you want to make sure that you get the strap that matches. If it's black bra, black strap, nude bra, nude strap. This is very important because sometimes you're going to need to move things around underneath the garment. Okay, now when you're backstage, everybody's usually running around half naked because they're in their underwear waiting to get into the next garment. You really don't want to be sitting around half naked, even if you are in your shapewear and your underwear. So I suggest that you travel with a robe. This isn't going to be provided for you. You need to travel with your own. Here I have a nice, lovely satin robe. Okay, so you want to put this on. And when you're sitting in the beauty and makeup chair or waiting to be fitted, this is just a great thing to have on and get ready to go for the designer or for the makeup artist. Okay, you want to put it on and make sure that everything is fitting correctly. And, well, I can't seem to get that together right now, but you're good to go. Okay, everything's covered. You're still sexy, ready to play, but in a drop of a dime, you can change your clothes. If you can fit a pair of slippers into your bag, I suggest that you fit a pair of slippers in your bag. Also, you're going to be backstage and you're going to be barefooted. You don't want to have a dirty foot before you go on stage or before you do a shoot. So just to keep everything nice and clean, just travel with a pair of slip-on slippers. No fuss, no muss. right here is a very important thing that all females should travel with, okay? I've heard it time and time again from designers or from makeup artists or fellow models about a model who may not, she needs a little help, and sometimes it's just easier to just travel with things for yourself. I have this right here, which is my go-to personally designed hygiene kit for whatever the purpose, for whatever the need. It is inside this little container here that I think I probably had like maybe some wash rags or something that was inside this plastic case. I just love it, but here are my essentials that I travel with. A rag, you never know. I just dropped that, I'll have to get that later. Q-tips, something as simple as Q-tips. A razor, because girls, ladies, sometimes you need to do a last minute touch up. You want to travel with that. Lotion is always a must. You never know, you need a wrinkle-free something. Somebody somewhere probably needs something within this kit. It's happened to me time and time again. Invisible deodorant, very important. You do not want your deodorant to rub off on a designer's clothes, so you want to make sure that you walk with some deodorant inside your bag. Travel size always helps, keeps everything nice and small. Now, this is a little bit intimate, but sometimes you need to cover those nipples. So we have nipple covers, okay? Or petals. You can get this inside any lingerie store or Macy's department store, but these are petals and these cover the nipples and keep everything together and hidden. I like, because that's just who I am. Sometimes you might need some Motrin. Also, ladies, sometimes it's that time of the month and you need to travel. You need to just have that because you don't want somebody running backstage looking for it for you if that happens. Because trust me, it happens. Just be as prepared as you possibly can be. As you can see, I have some eyelashes. Whoops, having a hard time with the new pair of hands today. But anyway, that's my hygiene kit. You know, I just keep adding things as I see it, as I need them. Just, you know, travel with whatever you think you may need that you can't go to ask somebody for. Even though there's makeup artists there, sometimes you want to make sure that you have the proper foundation that works for your skin tone and your skin type. My dark skinned sisters sometimes have a problem because makeup artists are not always prepared for their skin type. So just think ahead, bring your own makeup with you, have the foundation that works best for you. I also think that if you have tattoos, you need to come prepared and bring tattoo cover up. Sometimes a designer may or may not want you to expose your tattoos. You may love them, but that doesn't mean that that's what they want for the show, and you may need to cover it up. So instead of losing the job because of your pride, it's just easiest to just cover it up, make everybody eyelashes, eyelashes, eyelashes. Us ladies, we love our eyelashes, especially when we're working as a model. Sometimes you may run across the makeup artist that doesn't have them. It may be because they didn't receive it because of the show. So you want to make sure that you just have a pair of eyelashes that work best for you. One that's very natural looking and maybe one that's a little bit heavier that might have more of a shadow. But bring at least 2 pairs and travel with them at all times, and eyelash glue because you may need this. This is the last section called spare parts. And the reason why I call it spare parts is because sometimes when you're on set, you never know what you might need and you'd be surprised, but sometimes you also learn from experience. And what I've learned is sometimes, for me personally, because my feet are a size 12, shoes either fit or they don't fit. I might need a little bit of an extra fit because I've been wearing my favorite shoes. But I like Aldo's pair of insoles. And this one here goes at the heel, which I really love because it keeps the shoe in place and the grip is really, really great. Easy to go on, easy to come off. Once it's in the shoe, I like to just keep it there because that's me, but you can use it for different shoes here and there, depending on what you want it for. But sometimes, you know, you just have to be prepared. My spare parts may be different than what your spare parts are, but just every time you go to a show and you travel with your model bag, you figure out what works for you and what doesn't work for you so that you can kind of travel light. I hope that my tips have helped you in the future, and that the next time you're traveling with your model bag, you'll think of me. Thanks for coming by The Mind of a Model. Make sure you leave your comments below, right there. Follow me on all social media. You can catch me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Google+, Pinterest. If it exists, more than likely, I'll be there. Thanks for tuning in.